The night before move-in day, you will walk Kylie across the street back home. The rain will drizzle as the sun sets, and you wonder if this is a bittersweet send-off. The next few days will be so hot, it'll feel as if you never left San Antonio, Texas. But when you hear people speak of unfamiliar roads and unheard of towns, you will begin to realize that you have left behind 37 beautiful classmates whose fond memories shaped you in ways you never realized until now. You will sit next to a girl during Cards Against Humanity who is fully aware of the Oedipus complex, which takes you back to senior year AP Lit. She reminds you of the friends back home who you spent mornings with in the locker room analyzing passages. She doesn't know it yet, but you have a strong, good feeling about her. At the AFC, you spend the night waiting in lines with her. And while the wait may be long, it wouldn't feel that way, not with her. You will sit diagonally from her at dinner, but she'll scoot down to sit across from you. In a convocation, you will talk about how hard it was saying goodbye to family, and she may not know it, but you know that when winter break comes around, she will be one of your hardest goodbyes. You will be inducted into a VSA family, and you will meet a boy who is so different than the 16 ones you've known since the age of 7. But he is just as caring and just as goofy. A boy who wears duck slippers too small for his feet, speaks so well of his sister you know he is a good person. And your roommate wants you to go to a party with her to bump into him. And you're hesitant and unsure, a bit scared even, but you go and run into the boy. He is friendly, protective, and respectful, and he knows a girl from high school who sits across from you in math. She's a ball of positive energy that you stand back for a moment, watching her run down the streets. And she may not see it yet, but you get flashes of all the future nights you will spend together, outrunning the night, chasing after unfolding dreams. The next day, she will text to make sure everyone is well rested, and you know that she cares with all her heart. Looking after others is instinctual. She is so caring, she puts everyone above herself, and you make a promise to yourself to try to always look after her. She makes you so comfortable, she reminds you of family. It doesn't take long for you to suggest living together. It feels as if it were destined. At family field day, you meet your fam head, whose laugh is infectious, whose energy is inspiring. He's graduating next year, and you wish you had more time, but already he has taught you so many things, like cherishing these moments with friends. You stumble into the pack, and an energetic and friendly boy welcomes you. His gentle, calming presence becomes a familiar, reassuring face. He looks after you, like a brother, making sure you are well fed. And even though you are 2,760 miles away from home, he pulls up a seat for you at the table, serving a warm and familiar bowl of curry. And because of him, you begin to think that maybe you can have more than one home.
Wait, what is the goal? We make it burritos.
A girl from Virginia Beach will wash up on your shores, and she is like those beautiful, untouched shells you find in the sand that you pick up and never let go, because coming across something so perfect is so rare. She will teach you to love openly as she wears her heart on her sleeves, and as much as you want to protect her, she is always the one looking out for you. Her honesty and vulnerability inspires you, and she stays up late at night and into the early mornings, waiting to make sure you get home safely. When your friend is in need, there will be a boy who walks her safely home, and because of him, late night walks become your favorite thing. Impulse runs to the gym, late night dips in the hot tub, 2 a.m. face mask binges. He is funny and a bit too literal, but he is earnest and always means well.
High five.
A girl will practice next to you at Culture Fest. You are clumsy and will bump into her a few times, on the dance floor and across grounds, but one day everything will fall into place, and you will admire how artistic and creative she is, and how she is a great listener. Exchanging stories about a place across the globe will bridge you two together. And when it's dark outside and the horror movie from last night frightens you, she will offer her arm, providing the strength you need. She's spontaneous and always down to roll with whatever last-minute activities. A personable girl from Culture Fest will greet you at the farmer's market, and she welcomes you with arms wide open. She's active and always willing to try new things, and the way she switches from English to Vietnamese reminds you of back home, when your mother lovingly took care of you. She brings you back persimmons from home and will be your favorite dance partner whose energy will never die. When the noise and everything else around you fades away, she will hold onto your hand till the very last minute, telling you she's in it to the very end. A boy who's steadfast like an arrow has his ideals and keeps to them. He is strong and will be your compass. When you need to navigate the rough waters but have lost sight of the end, he will be the one directing you to safe waters. We come from old Virginia, we're always fighting there. For dear old UVA. And when people ask you your favorite thing at UVA, you have a collection of memories, a trove of chests filled with gold. All those nights you stayed up late talking, how you never fell asleep because these people kept you alive. The talks to 6 a.m., the impulse sunrise catching, the 2 a.m. streaking, the midnight runs to crossroads, the dances on a rainy day. Now the day bleeds into nightfall. To get me through it all, I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved, someone you And although you might not come from old Virginia, where all is bright and gay, I guarantee you that you will be happy that you have stumbled and found your way here, where the leaves turn to fiery orange and the rotunda steps offer the most serene view.